Hello, welcome to the Microdose. I'm Eddie.
And I'm Anne-Marie.
Let's go.
Let's do it.
And it's a new year.
New year, same bullshit.
Yes, it is 2023 finally, and we're recording our first episode, so cheers to that.
Bros.
Today we're doing a broast with
Dutch Bros.
Dutch Bros.
What's your go-to? What is that?
I like that we always have a drink one.
Yeah, what is that?
Bros, this is, babe, what is this?
It's an
Electric Berry Rebel drink from Starbucks. And let's do a little taste review. Hold on, a little ASMR for you guys. A little sniff test. Oh, it smells delicious. It's so good.
Bitch.
Oh, very delicious.
So that's your drink. Mine is an almond milk latte with some stevia. It's just some plain shit, but it's good. Dutch Bros is great.
Yeah,
and it's
bros.
cheaper than Starbucks. And honestly,
Dude, the Red Bull drink that they created, though, that shit is smart.
okay,
I'm like, they just added Red Bull to their shit, and it was 10 times better. Like, dude, you do that with alcohol, too. Red Bull vodka,
right.
instantly delicious. Anything.
I mean, it'll make your veins be syrup.
Yeah, that's true.
No,
It does kill
okay,
you.
let's get into that really fast. Red Bull is so great in the sense that it fucking picks you up, and they've got these flavors now. Remember we were like shotgunning Red Bull at fucking work, and like we would, it's so good and it picks you up, no problem. But this guy who was in his late or early 40s, this girl comes up on TikTok and is talking about her dad. And her dad had like this random heart attack or whatever. And they didn't know what happened or whatever. He died. And they got the autopsy back and they were like, there's no drugs in his system or anything, but did he drink a lot of Red Bull? And they're like, yeah, he drank a ton of Red Bull. Like that was his go-to. He'd have packs of it in the car or whatever. And they're like, yeah, we can tell because when we did the autopsy, his blood was like syrupy and sticky. That's how fucking bad it is for you to drink so much Red Bull. So even though it's delicious, as you're drinking Red Bull right now, it's so good.
You're saying I'm gonna die?
It's so good, but we were drinking it so much. We were like shotgunning Red Bull, and now we're like, maybe we shouldn't drink it as much,
That's true. Yeah, no, when we worked at fucking Caesars, that was ridiculous. It was like not just one Red Bull a day. It was sometimes it'd be like two just there. And then I would go to Wise Guys and drink another one.
No, yeah. He would find many people to shotgun, Red Bulls
It was more
with.
about the experience at that point.
Shout out Polly. Shout out Polly.
Shout out my boy Polly.
We
and
miss
then
you,
Eric,
Polly.
I would just see Eric, I would see Polly, then I would see Anne-Marie. I'm like, y'all, every time, you want a shotgun a Red Bull?
We needed
Sometimes
it.
we would do it all together, though.
When
It was like a
you're
ritual.
working at 8 a.m. and you're closing the night before, you need it. But too much of it, and it tastes good. Like the flavors they have now,
Stop.
fucking good.
The watermelon?
I like the blue one.
The blueberry?
The blue. No, it's not called blueberry.
What
It's
is
like
it?
it's like blue raspberry or something.
Nah,
it's so
let's
good.
look it up. I think you're capping. I'm pretty sure it's
So
blueberry.
good.
Let's see. Blue.
It's to the point. It was so good to the point where I was like, I was telling him one day, I was like, I don't want a shotgun. I kind of just want to enjoy this. Can I just enjoy this Red Bull? Like, I don't need to shotgun it. What's it called?
A fruity blueberry taste.
Yeah, but that's not what it's called.
I know, right? That's bullshit. Can we just look at the images? What is going on here?
Yeah.
Blueberry. Yeah.
No, that's not what I want.
Blueberry.
What are the other blue ones?
Oh, there's no other. Oh, one of these? Or
No, maybe, I guess you're right. I guess it's just blueberry.
Yeah, no.
And it's
what
the
is
blue
this
one.
bullshit one? This is not real. Oh, that looks like
Ocean Blast.
That's in Japan, bro. Look.
Ooh.
Or something.
God.
Hey, we have to try. Oh, look. What is it? Lychee?
Japanese know how to do everything right.
Is it lychee?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude,
That's crazy. I didn't even know that existed.
No, like, have you seen their McDonald's and stuff? It's so fancy and nice, and they have different things on the menu, and it's like really delicious. Like, people from Japan knows how to do shit right. They take time. Everything is like devotion. It matters.
Meticulous.
Yes.
All right.
You're right. It is blueberry. No, coconut berry. That's what I like. The coconut
Okay,
berry,
so
the
that's the
white
white
one.
one. That's the white
right?
one.
But it's blue in color.
Oh, when you
It's
drink
right.
it, you're
It's
right,
blue in
you're
color.
right.
Coconut
That's
berry.
so funny though. No one would ever say that.
No.
I'm like, what is she talking about? I'm like, the blue one.
No, it's the coconut berry.
I'm like,
Hands
the
down
only
my
other
favorite.
blue one is the original.
But
Hey,
that's
but
the one I can't be drinking them anymore. It's too bad for you.
the peach nectar's
Never.
pretty good.
Oh, I've never tried it.
Tropical, pretty good.
Watermelon.
Watermelon's the best. for me.
Dragon. I don't even know what the dragon.
The dragon
is.
fruit was trash for me. Like, it was okay. I'll still drink it though.
Anyways,
Not gonna lie.
review. That was a review time. For
Yeah.
Sure.
Oh yeah. And definitely though, get the electric berry from Starbucks.
Dutch
Bros.
Bros.
Sorry. Yeah, I
No,
almost said
fuck Starbucks.
Jesus.
Dude, Starbucks is so fucking expensive now. Like, it's insane. I think I get like a coffee and something and it's like $15 and I'm like, this isn't even that. This isn't worth it. They've doubled their profits. They have had the highest margin of profits than they've ever had. And when people are just like, you know, the lowest in their life at this point, and it's just some shit like that. I get upset.
No, it was like actually speaking on that, is like Cardi B was talking about pretty much prices going up at the grocery stores.
Yeah,
and
it's insane.
Yeah, and different items that have gone up, and she's like, because people were criticizing her because they're like, bro, like you're rich, like you got the money to pay for this shit.
Yeah, but at least she's fucking on the pulse of America and like understands what's going on out there. I would rather have my celebrities bitch about that than be like, I'm fine, I can pay for everything. It's like, no, like, thank you. Like, we're actually struggling. You can't imagine paying. You're upset paying that, and you have a lot of money. Yeah. Imagine not having a lot of money and having to pay that price for eggs.
That's
or
literally
whatever.
what she was saying. She's like, no, like I'm not gonna stop talking about it just because I have money. She's like, that's stupid. She's like, that's how I know if you guys got money, you would fucking go broke immediately because you're not watching what you're spending. She's like, I get a detailed outline of everything that gets spent on a weekly basis in my household. She's like,
that's smart.
Yeah, she's like, 8 people fucking live here. She's like, so when groceries go from costing $2,000 to going to costing $6,000, $7,000 a week or every 2 weeks, she's like, I want to know where my money's going. She's like, so when I do see that, I think she mentioned one specific item. I don't know what it was. It was like fucking bread or eggs or some bullshit. She was just like, so when she's like, I used to be able to get it for $2 and now it's fucking $6 at the grocery store.
Right. That's a big jump.
Yeah, and she said exactly what she said. So she's like, so you rather just me be a celebrity that just I'm okay with it, or do you want me to fucking speak up so that these politicians actually do something about it and make it more reasonably priced for people that can't afford it? Because she's like, I can afford it. I don't give a fuck. But there's people like when I
it's
couldn't.
still outrageous.
Yeah,
just because you can afford something doesn't make it the price outrageous. Yeah. That's another. Yeah, it's to 2023.
No,
Did you have any resolutions for 2023?
I'm the same way with that. Yes.
You did?
Yeah.
What's your resolution? Wow.
My main one is just to enjoy life.
Okay.
I don't think. But I think like I wasn't enjoying it. Like I wasn't living in it to like actually sit in it. I think I was just like, I need to do this and that and this.
Yeah.
And like I need to work. I need to go to the gym. I need to work out. And I wasn't enjoying what I was doing. I was just kind of going through the motions. And it's like this year I just want to be able to like fucking have some peace while I enjoy the things I do, you know, and not just have that anxiety of myself of like, this needs to be perfect and you need to be here by this point. It's like, no, I need to just enjoy the things that I'm doing and actually like find peace within those things.
Yeah, because in a lot of in either shamanism or even in like a lot of religion, they say that there is no rush. Like if you when we start rushing, we start forcing things. Like, oh my God, I have to get this done by this time. I have to blah blah blah. But this is why I want everyone to be spiritual or to find something, because when you have faith in the divine, you are always on time. There's nothing that you could miss. There's nothing that you could fail. Like, it is all for you. Everything in this life is for you. So even like you saying like, yeah, I want to enjoy my life. I don't like thinking I'm behind or not doing enough or blah, blah, blah. And it's like, yeah, because you are only so one person. We have these crazy expectations that everyone is supposed to meet. But fuck that. Like,
but I think that just like kind of bleeds into like, it was kind of like almost like making me like slightly bitter, where I was just like, damn, like I'm not even happy with shit. Like I'm not where I want to be, so I'm just pissed off. And it's like I'm not gonna be satisfied, or I'm not gonna be happy unless I achieve these goals. And it's like, dude, what the fuck are you putting so much pressure on yourself for? It's like, settle down.
That's
and if you really want these things, then enjoy the things that you're doing. Like, don't make it seem like it's like you were saying earlier, it shouldn't feel like a task. Like, I get to do these things. I really do get the opportunity every day to think that way. Like, you have the choice to think like, oh, this is gonna be a fucking day, or like, I get to do this, even if it's not the thing that I like want to be doing at this moment. It might not be like, but if it can get me to where I need to be, then maybe that's just the process, and then like enjoy that process and try to do good at whatever you're doing. Like, and you know, like same, like I was saying, I think it was just more that mindset where you, like, I don't want to walk into a room and feel like I'm bitter or like just having a bad time just because I have this in the back of my mind. Oh, like I should be here. It's like, no, like enjoy what the fuck you're doing, get that done, and then still you know, focus on the things you want to do and enjoy that. And like, but do everything with like like kind of like your mentality, where it's like, yeah, like, you know, you recognize if you're not in a good space and you need some time to yourself, like, you know, remove yourself from a certain situation if it's that deep. But if it's not that deep, then you should learn to enjoy the little things and just the moment.
Process is such a big word that you said. Everything is a process. You can't just like jump from thing to thing. Yeah. You have to build. If your foundation is shitty, whatever thing that you're jumping to isn't going to last. You want solid foundation. You want all these, and those things take root, and you have to nurture it and make it grow, rather than like, you know, our whole lifestyle is such like a instant gratification. Everything is on your phone like this. And so if we don't have it instantly, and you know, that goes back to your body, your dopamine. Dude, I've learned so much shit about dopamine. It's wild. It is, and it comes back down to just understanding the science of your and your biology of your body that helps you go, oh, that's why I'm not happy. Or what you're like, I didn't get this goal, so now I'm not happy. But when you understand that if you learn to, instead of getting the goal have your dopamine, but actually the process give you dopamine, that's what was really needed. And when you make this, like the process of us talking on the thing, or like that's giving you the high, the feeling of good, rather than no matter what the fucking outcome is. The outcome could, hey, that's a bigger goal that we really want. But if you don't get it, doesn't mean you're not happy, because the joy is just getting to do this all the time.
And that's why I think I just hella agree with you, because for sure, I think it stifles a lot of people when you get, like, it's good to be recognized and enjoy that, right? But I feel like sometimes some people let it stifle them. And I'm one of those people. Like, I don't like to be recognized for something unless I feel like I deserve it. Like, you know what I'm saying? And
yeah, and that's a deep rooted belief, but okay.
Yeah, no, exactly. Like, I think it goes deeper than that. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, it gets deep when you really think about it. But for sure, it's like everything is a process. And I think that I'm finally in that place where it's like, or not finally, but I just want to be in that place in this year where it's like, okay, enjoy the process, make that what makes you happy, because like I do like the outcome of the things that I do. So it's like, let me just enjoy that too, though. Right. Because I don't want to be like, okay, like dreading the process and then enjoying the result. Right. It should be the one process.
Yeah. The
look
result
at it as
is
a
like
whole.
Bonus. Like, oh my God, how exciting that happened. Like, yes, that's what we want. But when you're just like living life and having a good time and just like in the moment, it doesn't matter what the outcome is.
That's why I do like, even with working out, I think that's the same thing.
Yeah.
I switched up last year that I really see the difference now. It's like, I know I work out every day, but I changed it. Before, I was kind of dreading it. Like, I enjoyed being fit, but I was dreading going to the gym, lifting weights, doing things that really had no interest in. Like, I don't have like a high interest in like lifting and stuff. Like, I'll still do it just because I know it's good for me.
Right.
But it's not the priority of my time that I want to spend lifting and stuff. When I started doing martial arts and like learning and it is working out, but it's a different way where it's like my brain, it's almost like chess, right? It's like you're learning a new technique, you're doing different things, but you're still getting a hard ass workout. So it's like now I'm enjoying the process of working out and the results.
Right. It feeds you differently. Yeah. Yeah, definitely. There's a mentality shift in that for sure.
What about you? Did you set any goals?
I mean, I like, no. I just was like, let's just see how it goes.
No, we're gonna
one day at a time.
Roll the dice this year.
No, do you remember like last year I was like, 2022 is gonna be my year, and I was like born on 2/22, and I'm like, yeah, 2222, like this is the thing, dude. The next day, my car got repoed. And I was like, what? Like I thought it was on automatic payments, but it wasn't. And so they repoed my car, and
you're just like, wait, what?
Yeah, and I was kind of like mad at first. I was like, why the fuck didn't you like, email me or call me? And they're like, we sent you several letters. And I'm like, oh yeah, well those just went right into the trash. I didn't fucking open those. Like, I was fucking reading letters. Like, I don't have time, like fuck that.
Damn, that's hella funny.
But it's like, yeah. So after that, after all the, the decade of 2020 and every year after that, I'm kind of like, you know what? Let's just take it one day at a time. I'm not going to, I think that's a good one that you have actually, is like just being present. What did you say your goal is? Just to be happy? What
no, like enjoy the moment.
Enjoy
the moments of like things, just like the little things,
because those little things get you through the big shit, whether you know it or not.
I mean, for real, like it really is.
Your routines, your meditation, your working out, those things help you get through all the other shit.
But also, it's like, how am I gonna just be like a bitter like person and like just so hard on myself all the time and just such a stressed, bitter, like anxiety-ridden person? And then when something really goes down, like you said, like something bad, like someone dies in the family, like, well, how the fuck am I gonna be like? How am I gonna be able to help someone when I'm not even in a place to be good myself? It's like, no, like I have to be happy with the things that I'm doing.
Because guess what? Guess what happens when someone dies? You still have to pay bills.
Yeah.
You still have to do everything else that you're doing right now, and on top of it, grieving and dealing with all that other shit. I can't even, like, anyone going through that, I just have so much, love and respect for you. But it's true. This is why the little things matter, and why it's so good that you're saying all this stuff, because that's going to get you through anything.
Yeah, and I think it's kind of like you're saying, take it one day at a time. But also, I've been like my friend that I talk to a lot often. He's just like very wise too. He kind of talks. He just talks about like
very
I like
wise.
Yeah, I like listening to him because he be just dropping some knowledge sometimes, and it's like like sometimes you do have to like sit alone like for like at night and just like an hour. Like you might have people, like you might have a partner or a spouse or whatever you have, in your life, someone you care about. But at the end of the day, you have to like take time to yourself, whether that's an hour and a half, and just think like, where do I want to go? Like, what am I happy? Can I change anything about myself? And it's tough questions. Sometimes you're not going to like what the conclusion is, but that just is what the answer is.
Dude, it's so funny that you're bringing that up, because right now, like, that's what a lot of the planets are doing in the air, is like, if you noticed, anyone that I don't know what's going on with this. Maybe I just didn't. Okay. I don't know if you noticed, but this New Year's wasn't popping off. It was just like everyone kind of like, yeah, we had a nice kind of quiet, relaxing New Year's. Like, it is what it is. Like, we just went and did this. It wasn't crazy. And that's because, like, a lot of times in this planets right now, there's like couple retrogrades going on. But one of the things is to focus is literally those little details of like we're in Capricorn season. Capricorn season is like, what are those things that you need to do to get your shit together? The stuff that you don't like, let's be an adult. That's what Capricorn is all about, is like, yes, it doesn't mean they can't have fun, but they're like, we got to get the shit done in order to just move on, to get to the big fun stuff. So maybe you might be like, and you're not going to be making big strides like in your business or whatever, or in your personal life, but it's just little things that you can do. So like, let's say you're going to be doing a podcast, but maybe all you did this week was like buy some equipment or figure out how to work the equipment. You're not even filming yet. It's stuff like that you need to like unpack and learn about yourself. That's going on this week, because the next week, like, shit goes direct and then it's going to be going off again. So when you're feeling, this is why it's like, like when you feel like shit, I'm not doing stuff, I'm not accomplishing things, and you start fucking whatever, it's like, dude, the planets are not right. It's not time. Like, it doesn't mean you're a piece of shit. It just means that, like, everyone just slow down for a minute. Slow down and like really focus and like, what can we do, and do the little things, and then be proud of that and let it go. And a lot of times we have I don't know how many fucking things I read about men getting up at 4 a.m., working out, grinding, doing all this shit. And I'm like, that is exhausting. Ice baths. I'm like, God, ice baths.
It's so funny you say that.
Every day an ice bath. I'm like,
see,
okay.
Like, shit like that would make me happy.
Right. I'm like, calm the fuck down. Can I just get a blanket? I just need to meditate and like a blanket.
That
like,
is so funny.
Right. If we don't have these extremes, you're not succeeding. And that's a thing that's like, funny. Look, it's always good to get out your comfort zone, but sometimes getting out of your comfort zone is literally just doing your taxes. Like, you know what I mean? It's literally just doing small fucking things that has nothing to do about extremities, and that's enough.
That's literally, sometimes I think about that shit with my day. Like, I'm like, I ain't do shit today. I'm like, but like, I'll wake up, I'm like, I didn't do shit today. I'm like, I'll do my bed. I'm like, and it's just such a small thing where it's like such a small win. I'm like, I get out of the bed and then I'm like, I do my bed. I'm just like, hell yeah, I did something. I accomplished something today. I'm just like, I don't give a fuck about it.
That's ADHD shit right there.
Yeah.
Wait, oh yeah. Oh yeah, dude! I saw this woman tweet because I follow this like ADHD. Because I have ADHD. I'm diagnosed, right? And there's this woman. She was like, "Oh my god, I was on the phone today with a company, and then I had to call someone else." And she's like, "I was on the phone for 3 different things, and I finally finished it." She's like, "If you have ADHD, you know how big of a deal this is." Dude, I was like, "Yes." When you're on the phone and you're like talking to 3 different people and you finally get accomplished it, you're like, wow, I did it. Like, I want a gold star. I want my picture on the fridge. But it's just you, and you think you're a piece of shit, but really it's just ADHD, being able to focus.
That, like you were saying, kind of like before that, is like, I think most people, or even just like exactly for me, I think it holds people back so much. Like, it holds myself back too. When you think that way, you're just like, oh, I'm not there. Like, I'm not there. I'm not doing this. And then like, it just bleeds into like, I'm not, if it's not perfect, I'm not going to put that out. If it's not good, I'm not going to do that. And it's like, fuck that. Just put it out, do it, continue to do it. And it's only going to get better from there. It took me a lot to like realize, just do the fucking work and let it play out, you know, and see what happens. Because the more you stress on it and the more you set expectations and do that, it's going to become a task. It's going to become a task opposed to, like you said, something you fucking enjoy.
No, expectations is a big word. All of that should just be thrown. All your expectation. I don't think I've ever gotten exactly what I wanted, how I wanted it. I don't think I've ever gotten exactly. Now that I'm like thinking about it, but I've gotten what I needed. I've gotten things that I loved. There's many. surprises, or have gotten kind of like this roundabout thing that you have, and you're like, wow, that's good.
Close enough.
Close, damn close. And it's good. Good enough.
Not yet.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
But that's what we're on this year. And then we do have like a little bit of topics. I think we.
Oh, wait. Really quick.
What's up?
Remember we were talking about
Pull it up.
the New Year, like the Chinese New Year or whatever?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so we were talking about the Chinese New Year and like how they have a different system. But then Korea, I didn't know this. They count let me just take a minute as I try and say this really quickly.
Absolutely.
Okay, so when you're born in Korea, you aren't zero. Like, you born immediately as one.
Oh, yeah.
And so...
Yeah. Someone... Oh, yeah.
Right, and then at the new year, everyone turns the age.
Yeah, so
like
I could be born, right? And I'm like one already, or technically, right?
Yeah, you're technically one when you're born.
When you're born, you're one. And then, like, if the new year is like in a month, I turn 2.
Exactly. And I was like, that's
and it's only been a month.
Such a wild thing. Right. Or like you're a newborn and then you're like 2 years old already and you have to tell people that you're 2 years old. I'm like, how do you like go to school? And like, anyways, but they just now are getting out of that. And they're like, some people are going to be younger because they're going to go by their actual birthday now and like get rid of that. So, they're like, some people are going to be younger by like 2 years.
That's hilarious.
That's hilarious. Isn't that
because
funny?
It does say that, like, so I brought it up. It is
Yeah.
always 1 or 2 years more than your international age. So you're always
Right.
1 or 2 years older than your international age. South Korea considers a year in the womb as counting towards their age. So everyone is 1 year old at birth. Everyone gets 1 year added to their Korean age on New Year's Day. South Korea is also the only country that practices this. Yeah. That is hella funny.
So
they're like,
weird.
we're different. They're like,
Yeah.
they're like, and that's what, because I listened to a podcast and they were talking about his age. He's like, well, do you want my Korean age or do you want my actual American age?
It's wild. I'm like, geez.
Because you're like, well, here I'm 30,
Right.
but in Korea, technically I'm 32, bro.
Right.
I'm 2 years older in Korea.
Well, like, what if you were 21 and now you get 2 years younger and you're like, I have to wait 2 more years?
I was
to
already
drink
21.
Again? Right.
I was already 21 though.
Fuck. That's wild.
And same thing. So I looked up. While most of the world celebrates New Year's Day on January 1st, there are many cultures that recognize the start of a new year on a different date.
Right. Like, I think like Chinese New Year is in February, I believe, closer to, astrology. The new year doesn't start until Aries, right? Like, we're in the middle of winter right now. A lot of times it's hibernation time where people, like, if let's say we didn't have electricity and we're just living in our log cabin or something, right? You stay inside, you cook your soups, you're not harvesting, your body, you have body clocks. Like, your body knows what time of year it is. And we forget that. We've just like, because we have all these schedules and all this kind of stuff. So if you're feeling more lethargic, or like even after the New Year's, you're just like, oh my God, this year, particularly because of the planets that are somewhere retrograde or whatever, it's just like sluggish and slow. And it's not like, yeah, we're going to the gym hard. Fuck this. Yeah, ice baths every day. It's not going to happen. And it's not.
This year has been, at least how the new year was brung in, it has been
chill.
It just seems super chill. It's like it just seemed like 2022 part 2.
Right. And a lot of people in astrology are like, this is not the real new year. Wait until, spring. And if you think about that, that's Aries. That's when stuff moves again. That's when, it's like that's the first sign of the zodiac. It's a fire sign. Like, things are going
funny.
right. Like those. So just don't beat yourself up is also a big learning about anyone, and men especially. I feel like women really beat themselves up too, but men do it too, because if they're all competing with one another, and like, oh, this guy's good. I remember this. I used to date this guy who would go on jogs, and then he'd come back and he's like, yeah, I beat this guy running, and I was like, what are you talking about? And he's like, I passed him. And I was like, congrats.
He's like, bro, like he wasn't even competing with you.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly the point.
It's so funny because I think every guy does that. 'Cause
Right.
I for sure come home to my wife and I'll be like, damn, today, like, I'll tell her the truth though. Like, some days I'll come home and be like, damn, I got my ass beat, but man, I got some good hits in though. I'm like, I know he's going to feel the left hand I hit him with. He still fucked me up. He still got in more hits, but I know that left hand I hit him with. I'm like, I'd be telling her shit like that.
Such
Or I'll
testosterone
be like-
shit. I'm
or
like,
like
I don't get it.
When I first went into the gym and this guy like pieced me up, I was like, he's the motivation. He's the one that made me be like, I'm gonna get good at this shit. And then like 3 months later, I was like, I saw him again. We sparred again, and then I was like, I got my get back. I fucked him up that second time. I was like, this is for the first time you beat me up when I didn't know what the fuck I was doing.
Right. Dude, that's just like, it's such a, men just like compete like that. And it's like, and then there's a loser. There's a winner and a loser. And it's like, no, dude, there's no.
What are you gonna be?
Yeah. We've been living in this very high masculine like world where we're supposed to meet these expectations, and if you don't grind, you're a failure, and all this kind of stuff. And I think now there's this shift into a more feminine receiving energy. And let's remember that we all have masculine and feminine inside of us. Every single person. There is a circle of like half masculine, half feminine, and we have to realize that we have these traits within us. And it doesn't make you a pussy, and it doesn't make me a fucking bitch when I start to do boss shit. And it doesn't make someone else a pussy because they're like taking their time with something, or like reflective, or like those things matter. Bitch.
I'm in my pussy era.
Little bitch, fucking pass this guy, you little bitch.
I'm in my little bitch era.
Like, oh
Considering my
God.
emotions and my feelings, I want to be better. My pussy era.
2023.
What the fuck are the stars on?
But yeah. But it's those things where like we need to make sure that we're balanced. That's it. You just gotta balance. People are understanding that better, I feel like.
And now
Oh yeah.
we're gonna bring some news.
What year? What year is
2009, 2007.
2009. Take me back. Hey, shout out to California Cyclone.
I know that's for the Bay, cause
Yeah.
right now they're going through it. Yeah. I wonder how. Like, I bet you that like when things like
Bay's
that
going
happen,
through it, man.
like when things like that happen, when things go viral, even like that, there's a real cyclone going on, but someone makes a TikTok and it just blows up because it's funny. I wonder if those artists are just like, hell yeah, like I'm about to make hella money, right? Because they're like, they're like, my song's blowing back up, like,
Right. Well, residuals.
exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like, they're like,
No,
oh,
that's
yeah.
what I want. That's what I was going to talk about too.
One-hit
I
wonder?
want to be a one-hit wonder. A one-hit wonder where you just hear my song at the stadium. You know what? There's always the same songs being played at the stadium. We are the champions, my friend, or like,
Oh, yeah.
what?
Let's look up one-hit wonders.
Yeah, one-hit wonders. Chumbawamba. I would love to say that I was in the band Chumbawamba. You know what I mean?
The Champs, Tequila.
No.
The Lion Sleeps Tonight.
Oh,
The Tokens.
Lion
That's a
Sleeps
fuck.
Tonight.
Come on. Let's pull it up.
Iconic. I would love to be like, walk into a bar and be like, oh, this was, I made
the
this
song.
is my song.
30
They're
years.
like, you made When the Lion Sleeps Tonight, and I'm like, we. They're like, oh yeah, that's her. That's her. I'm like,
That's enough. We got everything we needed.
anyone have a mic? Everywhere I go, I would love that so much. I'd like a year where yes.
I'm so
Dude,
dead.
So
that's a one-hit wonder, dude. What kind of song were they actually making the song just for the movie or something? Like, how is this a real song? Like,
dude, there's 5 white guys.
I always think, like, why does it take so
weird?
Yeah, dude. They were called the Tokens. Like, what's up? They must have been on something.
Such a great song. But that's what I'm saying. I would love to travel around the world one year. I'd open for someone. Maybe I open for, I don't know, Paramore or something. Fucking, I don't know. Someone, and you're like, oh yeah, this song fucking is
Monster
the best.
Mash.
Right.
Monster Mash. Do-do-do-do.
Oh, okay. Here's it. I went and saw Aerosmith. Like, that was like one of my first concerts that I went to. And guess who opened for Aerosmith? Kid Rock.
No way.
How funny is that? I want to be the Kid Rock to your Aerosmith. You know what I mean? I want to be when you just know when I say Kid Rock, you know what era that is. You know what time reference I'm referencing. You know what I mean?
That's something we were talking about earlier, though. We're talking about timeless songs.
Timeless songs.
There are some songs where you're just like, you play that song and it's just like,
still fire.
Damn, yeah, fire. What were you singing?
Staying Alive.
Oh, yeah, Staying Alive.
Staying Alive.
Come on.
Fire forever.
Come on.
I want to walk.
That
it makes me want to walk.
You put on Staying Alive anywhere, anytime.
Yeah. Let's just like listen to it for a hot second.
You can't fuck with this
because
song.
This song.
Give a fuck about copyrights, bro.
Oh,
let's go.
That.
Dude, stop playing, bro.
That beat. Boom.
Hella funky.
You can tell by the way I use my walk.
Look at it! And they're walking? Look at it! They're on a runway. Those 3 fucking blonde-haired.
Hey, they were getting it. Look at that.
We need, this is what we need. You and I need to just walk.
Do a one-hit wonder. Well, the Bee Gees weren't a one-hit wonder.
They weren't. No, they
put
weren't.
some respect on their name.
No, that was.
But that's a classic.
Timeless.
Timeless.
No, Bee Gees.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Timeless music. Right. All right. What's another one?
But
timeless song. And name one more.
I want you to go. I don't know if it's timeless, but it's a one-hit wonder. Chumbawamba.
Okay. you just like saying that.
Yeah, I think it's such a funny name. First of all, Chumbawamba. Yeah.
Is it this one?
I don't know how to. Yes. Have you heard this song?
Probably.
Yes, play it.
What, this one?
The Chumbawamba Tub Thumping. That's what it's called.
Okay, I was like, I thought that was the song, Chumbawamba. I didn't know that was the band.
No, Chumbawamba is the band.
I was like, what the fuck? I thought that was the name of the song.
Dude. Okay.
I've never heard this song.
I get no doubt.
Oh, yeah, I did.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know this song.
Yeah.
You know this song.
I feel like if I was born 3 years ago, like 3 years before.
Right.
Yeah, if I was born, not 1995, but 1990, 99 or some shit, I would not know anything about this song.
No, of course you wouldn't.
2000.
Dude, I bring up, when I do improv, with Gen Zers.
Oh my God. Sometimes we're at the bar and it's all of us and you'll say some shit and everyone's like, what the fuck is she talking about? What? This thing? And
yeah, I'll bring up Fred Durst or something.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, what the fuck?
And I'm like, oh, fuck. Why do I have all this useless knowledge in my brain? But yeah, it's a time. God. Okay, so you can watch like old like AMAs on YouTube, and I went and watched, I think it was like 2001 AMA or something, right? Like one time I just got high and I found like American Music Awards from 2001, and I was like, what the fuck is this? And it was like Britney Spears and LL Cool J hosting, and Mystical comes out.
What the fuck?
Mystikal, I believe is how he spells it. Mystical. And I knew we were in a timeline. I knew it was like throwback because he comes up to the mic and seriously goes, "What's up?"
No, back then, even just how they dressed.
Dude. And everyone was like, starts laughing and is like, "Yeah, what's up?" Like back
He
at
just
him.
keeps doing it.
Yeah. And I was like, this is such a like a moment in time, because I feel like that's from a movie. I think like that's from like Scream. Like
yeah, it's from Scream.
Right,
Yeah.
but not from, but it's from
It's just been going on. It's like a
no, the
joke.
Scream, but like the one that's parody.
Yeah.
Whatever
It's,
that one is.
What the fuck were those movies called?
I know.
All right,
Scream
I'm gonna look it
parody.
up. I got the
Scream
internet.
parody.
We're good.
But that was such a moment in time, and now you hear that and it's not funny. It's actually really stupid if you were to go around going, "What?" Like if I walked
Scary
into
movies.
If
That's what
scary
they were. The
movies.
scary movies.
Right. So Scary Movie just come out. So it can't imagine me now walking into a room just being like, "What's that?"
Low key, those movies.
And then you
are
guys are like-
such classics.
Oh,
though.
yeah.
Like if you watch it, like
Hilarious.
dude.
So stupid.
Whoever created the scary movie series,
Oh, it's,
fucking genius.
I think
low-key.
it's one of the Wayne brothers.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Bro, those movies were
Yeah,
so good.
so stupid.
Yeah. With the little, the butler.
true, though.
The little- everyone remembers the butler. Come on, stop. That little hand. You don't want that shit to touch you. His little awkward hand. His shit look like this. It really does.
Oh my God, bring it up. I want to see it.
What's his name? You've seen it before, right? What's his
I
name?
know.
You've never?
I want to see it again.
A butler.
Oh, scary.
Scary movie. Bro.
No, I just want to see it.
And like I think didn't he put it like on a bad bitch too? He's just like feeding her or some shit. Like I think he did some weird shit with it.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
How dare you?
Yeah, but no, that thing is hilarious.
Do you want to answer the phone call from your mom?
No.
Okay.
I'll call her back. But yeah, no.
No, and who's that actor? Is that Andy Dick? No, it's not Andy Dick. It's the guy from
Chris Elliott.
Yes, he also is in the show that came out from Canada. That's great.
Oh, such a
Schitt's Creek. He's also in Schitt's Creek, and he does really good.
No, yeah, some things like that from though, I'm like, damn, that I really lived through that era. And it's like at the time, it's
What
crazy
era?
how like just the eras that we went through, like the two fucking, seeing like backwards hats, baggy ass clothes. Like some things are just embarrassing. You're just like, damn, that was low key kind of embarrassing.
Dude.
But at the time, that shit was hot. You were just like, damn.
Dude, I remember I was in 4th grade, and my friend in 3rd grade, he came to school one time, and him and his buddies put their underwear on their head, like boxers, and like tightened it around. They were like this. And it was like, I think they were like mimicking crisscross. Like, you know what I mean? You got to look up boxers on their head in the 90s.
And then like, it's crazy because I vividly remember going from like baggy clothes to like skinny jeans and shit.
Well, like so crisscross and you don't stop. Everybody jump, jump. That song, everyone, they always wore like their overalls backwards, and like they didn't wear anything like. Okay, no, underwear,
Chris.
right? Underwear, not
Okay.
boxers. So it doesn't come up with a boxer.
I know. I was like, that's so awkward. Why is that?
But they would wear underwear on their head because like these kids wore everything backwards. I mean, it was just dumb. Oh, maybe not. Maybe. You know what? Maybe this was just these kids.
It was just your friends.
Has nothing to do. They were starting their own trend.
They're like, yo, it's the 90s. This is the new thing. We're doing it. No, it's not.
Yeah, they would come to school with their boxers.
That's hella funny. Yo, you're just making fun of some kids. Everybody's like, this is a thing. Like,
I love that. That's. I thought
I
that was
vividly-
like, yeah, because of these kids.
I vividly remember everybody in the 90s wearing underpants on their heads.
They're like, they're on medication now. These kids.
Yo.
Emery, they.
Everyone at my school, I think they did it. Like, it was like a Friday, wear your underpants on your
Emery,
head day.
you and your friends weren't cool at all. Like, everyone made fun of you. Oh.
I'm dead.
But that makes me want to get. See, I don't want like a lot of cameras, and then I think I do want a lot of cameras around
what?
my house. Just
Just to oh yeah, be safe.
Well, he has them inside his house.
Yeah, why not? That's good.
Right. I don't know.
You never know.
I'm just like, do we really need to see what I'm doing? Like, I don't know. Sometimes I'm very like,
I'm on both ends of it too.
yeah, I'm
I see
like,
you.
look, I'm all about the future. Like robots, we're here.
But
it's
it really
happening.
just depends how big your house is. Come on.
Right. And I guess how rich you are.
Yeah, like if you have important shit in your house, fuck that. Put a camera in every hallway. I don't give a fuck. Like
Right.
even if I don't need it, if I do one
Put
day.
a camera in every hallway.
Yeah, fuck this
Dude,
shit.
can you imagine being a kid these days? And just
Oh,
living
yeah.
with parents that
They get an
cameras
alarm.
all the way, all
Yeah.
the time. Like you just like, you're just being watched all the time.
It's funny because my wife literally says that. She's like, because I like technology. So like with the fucking house, like I have the app where like I could close the garage by myself,
Oh,
open
okay.
it, and then but it also tells you, hey, the garage was just open. It was just closed.
Oh.
And same shit with the door. Like anytime you walk up to the door, I have the like Arlo, which is like the ring, the ghetto ring.
Yeah.
And it's fucking the Mexican ring. Nah, but that's just hella crispy and shit. But that's just the same thing. It tells you like someone's here, or you can you get a notification anytime anyone's at the door.
Right.
So it's like if I'm leaving the house or I'm coming home, I either getting notified from the garage or the fucking front door.
Right.
you know?
What's happening?
Yeah.
But like, do you need to be notified?
I mean, not really, but it does.
Right.
It just does it because it's like you said, technology. If you get it installed, it's like if that's a feature, then why not
Right.
have the
No, I
feature?
know.
You know, it's like for me, most of the things like I turn off my notifications for a lot of shit because I don't need to be notified every fucking 5 seconds
I
with
can't
bank
handle.
apps.
I get overwhelmed.
like my bank application, all this and that. Would you want to be notified for every little fucking thing? It's like
can't.
no.
No. It's too much. Email anxiety is a real thing.
Hell yeah, dude. That's why my messages and my emails, they be piling up. I'm just like, bro.
It's too much. I can't process.
Leave me
I
alone.
know. I need a personal assistant just to get my life
All
together.
right, so to close out the show today, we have a little game that we're gonna.
yeah.
A little game I want to do before we close it out because this has been a great episode so far.
Okay.
But we have
So this game I bought for my roommate, and it's called I Wish I Didn't Know, and it has like a bunch of. It's really interesting. It's from the makers of like What Do You Meme, I believe, but it's a bunch of facts that you wish you didn't know because they're like fucking atrocious, and then you get to guess. It's a multiple choice question, and you get to guess. But we're gonna do a couple of these and just discuss. Dude, I'm just about to do this, and I realize like I should do tarot on here one time.
hell yeah, you can definitely do that.
Okay.
I wish I didn't
Okay.
know.
If you're getting surgery, there's a chance some objects might get sewn up inside you. What's the most common item doctors leave inside people? Is it A, sponges, B, needles, C, tweezers, D, clamps?
Damn, needles?
The answer is A, sponges.
What the fuck?
They just leave fucking sponges in you. And like that's
I
the
asked you
thing.
the next
Yeah.
one. I
But that's
do.
hold on. Before
Yeah. Let's talk about it.
like
A sponge though? What the fuck? What do you mean like sponges?
well, a lot of times you have to like soak up like sometimes you're bleeding or whatever and you need it to see and what you're doing. So you have like sponges that stay so people just leave that in there. But then you have to like
That makes
get it
sense.
out because it's fucking with your sponge in your body.
Do you?
Yes.
Will your body
I
not
mean,
just
you'll
be
be-
like, fuck that?
But it might break it down, but take a really long time. It could cause like,
Issues.
internal shit, I'm sure.
That's crazy.
Dude, I
Next time
didn't
they
know if
operate
you.
on you guys,
Okay,
let
this
them know,
is-
please don't leave any sponges
Okay,
in me.
let me just tell you this really fast.
Yeah.
And this is a lot for the women out there, but I saw this thing on TikTok, which I didn't know you could do, and neither could this. She didn't know this could happen. But when you're going through your period, it takes a couple days because you're like, discarding an egg and the lining and everything, whatever. But every once in a while, some people will discard it all at once in like a big chunk. And so like it'll be like the shape of your uterus where the egg and the lining all comes out at once, and it can feel like actual contractions where you think you have to go to the hospital or whatever, and then something comes out of you like a big, like something like this big will come out of you. And so if you're feeling whatever, then you'll have a lot of relief, but you actually get contractions.
Like a little bird ass.
Yeah, you're like you birthed your egg is basically what it is. But
That is
a
crazy.
really small amount of people can get that. Okay.
Hell no, dude. Well, yeah. Don't let them leave stuff in you. All right. If you grew up watching TV every day, you saw about 16,000 of these by the time you turned 18. So is that
Commercials?
A, drug commercials,
Oh,
B, cartoons, C, movie trailers, or D, murders?
oh. I'm going to say drugs.
Drug commercials?
Yeah.
See, I would have gone with that too, but the answer is D, murders.
But what is it saying that you're seeing that you
If
see?
you grew up watching TV every day, you saw about 16,000 of these by the time you turned 18. So before you turned 18, you saw 16,000 of these on TV if you watched TV every day.
Murders?
Murders, yeah. I thought it would be drug commercials because they're always pushing, oh, you need this,
Yeah.
like blah, blah, blah. It might have side effects.
That says murders. That also doesn't, that includes the news.
Yeah, that's
That
true.
includes, shows that have murders in it. Like, fuck.
But that just shows how many murders are being played on TV. Even if it's like fake or like real shit. I mean, that's still pushed there. You know?
No, but like that's the thing too is like well, it goes to show like does it affect how you mentally
I'm sure it does. That's like anything. Like, kind of we talked about how TikTok is different here than it is in China. Like here in
Yeah.
the States, they just push like fun, be a influencer, makeup, TikToks, dances.
Mm-hmm.
In China, they're showing like engineering videos, math videos. They're showing literally
Yeah.
it's more of a like learning technology. Like
yeah. I mean, they're doing that on TikTok too. I've learned a lot of hacks.
yeah, me too, me too. But it's not like your priority. It's not like the
No.
That's like a one-off. And over there, that's
Yeah.
the majority, and they may have that one-off fun
Right.
video. Like, oh, this is a funny video. Ha ha ha. 6 times 6. It's still a math video, but it's funny.
Right.
It's like
Right, they're still learning.
They're still learning. It's like a one-off, but
That's interesting.
they literally. But that also
Yeah.
shows like, I mean, how would you develop as a kid? Like, the number one job people in the U.S. want or kids want in the U.S. is influencer.
Oh yeah.
And if you ask a kid in China, it's a whole different answer. It's like a fucking engineer or a scientist or some shit like
Dude,
that.
it's wild. I was,
know?
the Game of Life, that game. It's called the Game of Life.
Yes.
Okay. There's an update.
Mm-hmm.
And I was playing it
Life
with my
2.0.
friend because like her 9-year-old daughter got it. Oh yeah, you can be an influencer, a beauty Instagrammer, a social media
That's
model,
so funny.
all these things now.
All the new jobs in the U.S.
Right. And you can either go to college or not go to college. And you'll like, you know what I mean? It's like, wow,
Oh,
these
look,
are
you didn't
actual.
go to college. You became a millionaire. Oh, you went to college. You're broke.
You idiot.
Dummy. That's why it's Life 2.0. Dummy. Nah, but
No, but it was interesting. Yeah.
these
There's
are cool
just,
fucking facts.
aren't those interesting?
Yeah, I'm
it's
really
kind
glad,
of fascinating. Yeah, we're gonna make that as a
Segment.
little segment, always at the end of your little things that you wish you didn't know.
We'll-
but I always find it fascinating.
Yeah, we'll drop 2 of those and just discuss them. But thank you guys for listening. Thank you for tuning in, and I hope you check us out next episode.
Oh yeah, and let us know if you have any topics
Oh yeah, we may have.
If you want to call in,
Yeah, that's our next
reach
thing.
out to us via DMs or whatever, and we'll figure it out. We'll try and get you in here because we like to talk to everybody, and everyone has got something to say.
Yeah, we want guests, so
We
we're
want
gonna
guests. Or
definitely,
questions.
We're definitely gonna have guests, but if we can't get you in here physically as a guest or do like a Skype or video chat, then yeah, we're just gonna start calling people over the phone. We have the capability to just you know, have a little chat over the phone, do like a little 10-minute segment, and call up different people.
Also, if you have a question for us, like how would you interpret this situation, or how would you blah blah blah, please write in and like let us know, because I would love to break it down on how I would handle it, and then even like your point of view. That'd be fun.
Well,
all
take
right.
care.
Woo! 2023.
Until next time.